Okay, am I finally live now? Because, geez, I gotta tell you, it's been fun trying to get live today. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my channel. This is the #1 place for the more mature entrepreneur who already has a business going, ideally, who is looking to do content marketing via social, because this is where all the attention goes, right? And they know they have to do content marketing to drive more traffic to their business to do more business. I'm going into my 9th year as a content marketing coach. I do deal with mostly more mature entrepreneurs, and I have taken quite a few of them over the last several years to multiple 5 and 6-figure success and beyond. And outside of any businesses that I don't have an NDA with, I do have a 7-figure success under my belt, and that's Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill. They're at $1.3 million plus in revenue last year alone, from 2015 to about 2015-16 to about 2 years later. They went from barely profitable to 7-figure success, and they've been a 7-figure success year after year ever since. Hey, Miss Bridget, what's going on? Good to see ya. All right, so every week on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live. I make the replays available. Certainly, if you're one of my students, you can let me know in the comments down below what you did for your business over the last week. I'll shout you out. If you have content marketing questions, I am more than happy to answer them. If you're new around here, I have plenty of videos and playlists for Instagram growth, Instagram Reels growth, Instagram SEO, because increasingly since 2021, that's a thing. The keywords that you use in the captions of your Instagram feed posts, especially, but Reels and Instagram TV too. I also have a couple of TikTok growth playlists. Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill is over 820,000 fans or followers on TikTok. And yes, it does drive more traffic to their business for them to do more business. Lots of folks are asking them questions in the inbox and are coming to them on a weekly basis saying their kids, their grandkids, whomever, told them about them from finding them on TikTok. So it is really great, even if you're a single location brick and mortar food service establishment in upstate New York. Okay, so we have Bridget here, thumbs up and shared. Thank you, Miss Bridget. That always helps. If you're my students or anybody, hashtag live, hashtag replay, let me know that you're here watching. Susie B, the Speckled Balloon by Susie B, good morning. I'm Chicken Swell, live, good morning, yay. So hashtag live, hashtag replay. Even if you're watching on the replay, it matters to me whether you're a student of mine or not. I'll give you a heart, I'll give you a thumbs up. You deserve to be seen. And if you have any questions about content marketing, even in general, I've only been coaching on this for 8 going on 9 years, let alone I've been an entrepreneur for over 20, even when it was part-time while I was an attorney down Manhattan in the Bronx in New York State. I have been an entrepreneur for many, many years. I totally understand what it's like. And content marketing, I've done it for about a decade really well for myself and for my students. Let me just pull up my notes for today. And I've definitely been coaching people. I have thousands of students across the globe. So again, if you're one of my students or one of my subscribers from overseas, definitely hashtag replay on a comment and definitely on this video. And definitely if you have any questions, you're not alone. I'm happy to answer them here. Okay, so I wanted to talk today. Hold on. Bridget says, I pulled up my big girl pants. We are on a week tried with a local photographer to see if we can work together. I outsourced taking product shots first because that's what takes the most time for me. Lenore, yay, I finally found you. Hashtag live. Hello, Miss Lenore Love. Let me know, Miss Lenore, what, if anything, you've done for your business. Have you run any sales? Cart open, cart closed, site-wide sales, coupons. It's really important for you guys. If anytime I have a student or even just a YouTube, viewer who says, hey, I'm not making enough money. What's the first thing that you recommend that I do? I'll ask them some questions to kind of gauge the situation, but usually they have to run more offers. If you're only having a sale, or if you're a coach or a course creator and there's only one offer that you put out a month, I don't care how much your offer costs. if it's super expensive or not, if you're not making offers more often than once a month, you kind of do feel like a hobby. Not just for my handmade people, not just for my products based people otherwise, but also for my services folks, for my food service establishments, for my coaching course creators folks. You know, you do this for 8 going on 9 years coaching for content marketing. It's kind of hard not to get a bunch of people from a bunch of different business models with, of course, no one sharing the same exact ideal customer. Doesn't matter. Part of the problem a lot of beginners make or have is that they're not running sales promotions often enough. So I would say if you're a beginner to run at least 2 big sales promotions a month. All right. So let's see. Oh, and thumbs up, guys. You know that forget helping out my ego. It's to ping more people that we're live today while we're live. And on the replay, more of my subscribers will see this when I go on the replay. The other day, I put out a video, professional coach business strategy. It's part of a business visibility playlist that I have on my YouTube channel. I shared it in the comments section down below. It's pinned. It'll be pinned both live and on the replay. I think what I'm going to do is I'll pin the video link, but also on all the videos that are in that series, I'm going to pin the playlist so that you can see the playlist. Because even if you're not one of my coach course creator students, that's fine. Don't get lost in the weeds of it. I'm telling you that, that's still a course that you can get a lot of benefit from. So I'm really glad, Bridget, that's making a really smart executive decision that you're outsourcing something. You and Darren definitely have 2 businesses going, and you can write off the expense of that against income, and you're delegating stuff out so that you can get that second business that you really want launched launched or really relaunched because you've had it for a while. The brick and mortar business is definitely taking care of itself. And I'm really applauding you on doing weekly lives and making offers and having trunk shows and offers during those lives. And I kind of really hope that Instagram story hack that I gave you worked. If you found another workaround, you want to share it here or in the Socialgram Shortcut student group, you can do that too. Lenore says, I ran a February social sale, and Friday I will do my once a year half off coaching call for 30 minutes or an hour. Cool. This is for event planners trying to turn their hobby/side gig into their main gig. Lenore, do you have a course for that? You should probably consider having a course, even if it's like a mini course and you sell it for under $50. That's like a tripwire offer. Especially for going into the coach course creator vein or even folks in services. Like I've had organizers, I've had attorneys, I've had not a CPA, but an accountant. And, having a tripwire offer under $50, it's a good way for somebody to get a paid offering from you so that they can see the difference between what you have flying around free. All that should be very high quality too, of course, or there's not going to be enough bank deposits into the bank of KLT, like the know, like, and trust factor for people to decide to give you that sale. Most people need some time to get to know you better. So I'm glad that you're doing that stuff. I wonder if you do have a tripwire offer. Bridget says, with our 2 online live sales a week, cool. Website photos were causing too much anxiety. Well, we don't want anxiety or you're definitely going to self-sabotage. But we are selling stuff during most live sales. I think that's great. And I think that you need to continue doing that. And I don't know why I had to, Susie B, I'm not sure why, but my filter system didn't show your comment right away. Probably because we're talking about like sales and stuff and it's my channel. So I don't trip a filter if I'm making an offer or talking about stuff or having stuff in the comments saying I'm selling this, but like your guess. So maybe it wants me to approve these things. Okay, cool. So, Lenore said, okay, Bridget said, and then, okay, the Speckled Loon by CZB said, I'm hosting a VIP exclusive giveaway. I also launched a new DIY decor kit, and it's sold out in 48 hours. It normally takes 30 days. Miss Susie B, why do you think that's different? Why do you think that's different now? Because I love that, and I know that you're a products-based business, and a lot of products-based businesses, handmade or not, they sometimes like fool themselves that unless they're having a clearance sale in January, and I mean, if you have extra products and you want to mark them to move and just turn that into cash and free it up to put it into your next line of products, that does make sense for you to do. You even want to have a clearance sale once a business quarter or whatever. But what I really want you guys to do is to sweat less about the clearance and more about making full priced offers, and train your people by pricing high enough so you can discount low enough with coupons and sales. Yes, you can have sales, but when you're putting yourself out there and you're staying top of mind with content marketing, you're putting deposits into the bank of know, like, and trust. I'm telling you, people will buy from you full priced as well. That's one of the cool things that a lot of my beginners, especially once they work the kinks out of the hose of their business, they're getting proof of concept, they're getting sales, they're going someplace. And as they're starting to ease their way towards intermediate, they say, I can't believe it. I'll run a sale. I definitely will warn everybody cart's closing or coupon's going to expire by midnight or whatever. And it's weird because like the very next day, I get a crush of full price sales. And like there's a lot of people who have last minute Louis and Louise syndromes, and they'll do it and they won't complain. They know they could have taken you up on your offer or jumped in before, the site-wide sale was over or whatever. So let me know what you think. The difference was, Susie B, this time around. Were you promoting it more? Did you do a live? Did you email your list? Did you email them more than once a week? What'd you do? And I agree with Bridget, says, at Lenore, that is amazing. Good event planners are hard to find. They are. Lenore says, I do have a course, CAOC students. So for those people that don't know what that is, it's an acronym for Create Awesome Online Courses. David Siteman Garland, before he retired, the man wasn't even 40 years old yet. He'd been selling this course for a good, I'd say approximately 10 years, right, Lenore? And then he retired and sold his business to one of his top performing students. Nice guy, who has it now. But yes, I was a Create Awesome Online Courses student too. And I know Lenore and a lot of other people watching this, at least live, have bought my stuff before. So I really loved David's course. I haven't looked at it in a long time because I've only busted out like 20 mini courses, 3 courses that are now at $997 a piece, and one that is $1,997, and that's Funnel Dynasty. So I'm glad if there's a course about courses that you could get, that wasn't a bad one to get. I know Renee Christine has her Launch Ugly course, and I took that as well. And, she definitely was one of David Siteman Garland's students. And she asked David for his blessing when she went to do it, because he didn't sell his business to her. He sold it to somebody else, and he kind of has been pretty quiet overall. I don't know what the story is. So Renee was like, I don't want to step on any toes. And David was like, no, you can totally do it. And I love Renee's course as well. Bridget says, I'm testing some stuff on Instagram, but I will share that in the group first. Did I just say that? Thank you for helping me to get to where I'm comfortable testing stuff. I know, Miss Bridget, because you're like intermediate at least at this point, and you've been making more sales. You've been getting more conversions from intelligent content marketing, and as well as email marketing now. I know since January, you've gotten a lot better about that. Lenora says, thanks. Handing off product photos does free off a lot of time. Bridget says, I can't see Susie's comments at all. Go, Susie. Can you see it now? Because I ended up approving it through the filter. I can now see that it's not grayed out. It's published. That's just something I'd see on my side. I wonder what you're seeing on your side. Let me know. Ooh, Lenora says, I posted you as a suggestion in HTU yesterday. I hope she signed up. I haven't gone in that group in a while, only because I didn't want people thinking I was being predatory in there. I love that group, though. I really do. So I'll have to go and take a look. Thank you for letting me know that, Lenore. Yeah, I had a loved one in the hospital yesterday, so I looked at nothing yesterday. I have to play catch up. But thank you. Thank you for the referral. Okay, so Susie B says, the kits have been getting more popular each month. For this one, I had a basic kit plus an add-on they could purchase, All but one bought the add-on. Nice. I did the same posts, emails, and YouTube video. Okay, so the only thing I would say there is it sounds like you're doing a good launch. You have a good launch plan in place. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think that when it comes to like box kits, unless you already have like a huge audience that really like devours everything or almost everything that you do, it can take a while for those things to catch fire. One of my advanced students, Onika Ben Schwartz from Design Pretty and Joseal Papery, she has two separate businesses, but she grew to a size and has a team and is not doing this by herself. And both those two separate and parallel businesses have the same exact ideal customer. It just fulfills a different need for that same exact ideal customer. So she did that intelligently. But she first launched her kits, Miss Onika. It took a while for them to get traction. I think the first time she did it, she had no takers. But when she brought that up in a one-on group coaching student group I had at the time, I asked her what she did or didn't do, and she realized she really hadn't warmed up her audience at all. She just kind of swooped in and said, "Oh, and guess what we have now?" And cart open, cart close on it or whatever, limited time promotion, and it didn't do anything. And she was doing very well. She was having multiple sales or promotions a month. She was emailing her list. She was doing what I taught her to do, and everything else was fine. And she was like, "I'm surprised this was a dud." And I'm like, "You threw it out ice cold. You didn't warm up the pizza oven of the sale. You just threw in the pizza ice cold. And you're big, so maybe you could have gotten away with it, but it's almost better that you didn't, because that's kind of like a reminder. You really do have to work your audience to launch properly. Just because you can get away with something once in a while doesn't mean that you should, doesn't mean that you couldn't have gotten even more sales than anything you did. Most people are so busy, they do need some advance warning. And you do have to stay top of mind a couple times in the days to a week before you launch something big. Coaches and course creators really should spend some time warming things up before they do that. And even for product space, especially if it's like a box set, because I love those. You're definitely, building a higher ticket when people buy those, whether you do them subscription or buy them piecemeal from month to month. All cool, but maybe you got to warm them up more, Miss Onika. And the next time she did, it worked. And it was still slow growth. And she's an advanced student of mine, Susie B. So keep that in mind. I think like you're training your audience to expect it as a monthly thing. So like for your brand-based community in social and whoever is on your email list, it can kind of become more of a thing from month to month. So that's great. And it definitely tells me that you should continue to have that add-on. I'm wondering if you can I know it's a kit. I know it's kind of a solution set. I always love Core Plus 2 for my product-based people. Handmade or not, even people who do sublimation stuff or print on demand. I love it when your website, your emails, your blog posts, your content doesn't just always just spotlight like one thing. I like the idea that there's a +1 and a +2 that goes with it, either to make it a more complete solution set, even if the core item is in and of itself a solution set. Because look, the add-on's selling good for Susie, and I appreciate her leadership in terms of sharing this. But if maybe there's another thing, you don't want people to go to like upsell hell. You don't want to go and make it just endless, all the things that you could put with it. Then it gets overwhelming and the confused don't buy. But up to 2 upsells or up to 2 add-ons, they test well, whether you're products based, whether you are coach course creator. So for Lenore, with your course, how much is your course, by the way, Lenore? And tell me how often you launch it. Do you do once a year? Do you do every month? What do you do? Because there's definitely 2 schools of thought, and your price point might also change up the advice I'd give. If you're still here, Miss Lenore, let me know. And if you guys haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please do. It helps push this out live while we're still live to more of my subscribers, and it also helps more people on the replay to see this in their feed. Let me see. So I'm waiting to see if I have a response. Lenore says 497 and you do it twice a year right now. Okay, so 497. So 997 and above, there's a school of thought that's like you should only do a launch once a year. However, there are people who have gone on to 8 and 9 figure success with these things, and certainly multiple 7-figure successes behind them that say the once a year launch, like, you don't have to do that. If you want to and it works good for you and your lifestyle, then fine, no tea, no shade. But it kind of goes to what I said more towards the top of the hour, where you really should be making more offers, right? Make the offers more often. The product or products stay more top of mind. You behave more like a business. People take you up on it. So, like, there's a second school of thought that says instead of once, twice a year, you really should make an offer to your list every month. Because as you're growing that list, yes, the list is growing. Some people are falling off, but as long as largely you're growing more than you're shrinking, you're fine. Because that's just natural. That's the natural ebb and flow of growing an email list. So don't take it personally. It's just probability and statistics, right? And everybody can have a bad week, but as long as overall you're growing more than you're shrinking, you're doing something right. Because there's always people filtering onto your list as a coach course creator in this example. You definitely will have people every month coming on that have no idea about that main offering if they don't trip across it elsewhere. And people will check their email up to 19 times a day. Social media, not as much. And especially when you're dealing with gainfully employed adults in their prime, they are checking their email like 19 times a day. A teenager, maybe not so much if they have email at all. So I'm wondering why, because even James Wedmore will do a BBD or a business by design launch once a business quarter. He certainly does not have an annual launch. I was thinking once a quarter for 2022. That would be the least. Oh, Bridget says she could see you now. Yeah, because I approved it. Again, I don't think Lenore did anything wrong or Susie did anything wrong when she was doing her post. I just think somehow my filter got sensitive because someone was trying to talk about a sale, but that's okay. I encouraged you guys to do it. And I approved it as soon as I saw that she was grayed out. Yes, okay. You can see Susie's comments now, which is great. Lenore was saying I was thinking once a quarter. That would be the least that I would do, Lenore, even at $497. But here's something that might sound a little weird, but I've seen coaches do it, and they claim that there are multiple 7 and 8 figure successes now. They will make an invitation to their list once a month about a bigger course. Even if it's in a PS and it's an invitation to check that course out. And then maybe they will do, like, say, once a business quarter, like a big concerted launch with cart open, cart close, but maybe in a PS, or maybe they mention something while they otherwise put up a YouTube video. So Lenore, definitely I want you to make more offers. I think, especially for a $497 course, whether times are good or not globally, financially, like, you don't need to give a crap. Believe me, I want you guys to sell to upper middle class and above people, and they don't tend to get hit so hard by the vagaries of markets. They may be pissed if their, oil and gas and food is starting to go up in cost, but they're still going to have the money because they have it. They're upper middle class and above. They've got household incomes of 100,000 or more. Okay. That's the deal. So those people will have money, they will have credit cards, and they will buy what they want when they want. So when you're selling anything, let alone being a coach, course creator, you want to make sure that you are, like, not allowing anything to shake your game, and you're just going to keep making offers. At the very least, no matter what the price point is, like, is that the only course you have right now, Lenore, on the coach side of things? And also, Lenore, you watching all the videos in my coach visibility series that I have right now? Like, any of you guys, no matter what your business model is, you can see the videos that are coming out over the next 2 weeks on my YouTube channel. It's not just like if you're a coach or a course creator, you're the only one that can benefit. I'm just shooting advice that I could give anybody through the lens of coaches and course creators. Hey, Heidi, what's going on? Yes, that's my only course. Okay, so Lenore, what else are you doing for business right now? Where's the coach visibility list? It's a playlist on my channel. I will definitely share that now, though. Happy to do it. And I'm putting out videos in this coaching series over the rest of this week and all of next week for sure. But let me go in and share the playlist. So I have the Pro Coach Business Startup series, Miss Lenore. Okay, so I had the Coach Branding Basics series, the Professional Coach Visibility series, and then I think starting next week is when you're going to see the Pro Coach Business Startup series. So yeah, I want to share the link. I'll share it right now. Let's see, share, copy. I'll put it right here. This coaching visibility series. But this series would help you guys whether you're a coach or not. So make sure you check that out. You're welcome. Because it's shooting things more through the lens of coach/course creator. But if you are a products-based business, even a handmade products-based business, I promise you these videos will help. I do. So you have a course. Yes, I would at the very, very least do a cart open, cart close sequence at $497 every single business quarter. And I would also ask yourself like what you can do to add to that course, if anything, to make it $997 eventually. Like maybe you communicate with everybody that my course is $497 and I'm going to have it end at, or I'm going to have the price increase rather once we get into 2023. Because that's what I'm doing with Funnel Dynasty right now. That's my top. Hey, Miss Heidi. Did I not greet Miss Heidi? Miss Heidi. That's what I've said with Funnel Dynasty, and Heidi's in Funnel Dynasty, so that reminds me. So I sold it for $1,997, and it was a 7-module course with weekly one-on-group coachings, and of course its own Facebook group. It had 5 other bonuses, and then what I've been doing is I've been canvassing my pre-existing students at the $1,997. So that's currently at the top of my value ladder. If you guys don't know what a value ladder is, live or on the replay, ask me down below and I'll answer. Yes, even on the replay, I'll type the answer to you. I'm just watching the time. So here's the thing. And I asked my students, I canvass them. Sometimes I poll them. Sometimes we talk during lives. I've gone to 12 bonuses now, the original 7 plus 5 more. And they wanted more PDFs and I'm giving them more PDFs. So like, I'm not just fattening up the course to fatten up the course. I'm getting feedback from the initial several dozen people who got in and around that $1,997 amount. And I've communicated it to them. And at times during lives and other things where I've said by 2023, this course is going to be to the point where I'm charging $5,000 for it. So I'm at least kind of sprinkling it out there. And of course, as we get closer to the end of the year, I'm going to be more prevalent with posts and warnings and reminders. And like probably the last launch I will do for it will be Black Friday through Cyber Monday. Get in now at the $19.97 because after that, the course price is going to go up. And I might just give myself December off in terms of launching that. Let's see. So this is just food for thought for coaches and course creators. But if you guys watching this live or on the replay have been skipping out on the last several videos that I did, remember, this is advice that you really could take no matter what your business model is. I just shoot it a little bit more through the lens of coaches and course creators. And a lot of my product-based students, they're adding on streams of being coaches. Susie B says, the video from my previous kit got almost 4,000 in views. On YouTube? Let's see. Because you did a YouTube video. Is that what you mean? 4,000 views on YouTube. Holy crap, Miss Susie. It helped feed the excitement for this kit. My customers know that the kits usually sell out and they're getting trained to buy ASAP. I think that's smart, and that's going with that Starla Moore skeleton key, you know, business that she had run for many, many years. She trained up her audience. It's a limited quantity. You can legit do this when you're not a digital based thing or a coaching based thing, of course, right? Limited quantities, buy now, or it's going to sell out. I think that's great. Bridget says, oh, I've slowed in stories, reels, and TikTok because of issues with notification posts from later. I'm going to figure that out today. Yes, on YouTube, says Susie. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So when you put it up on YouTube, Susie, did you send that out to your email list? Did you have like a little, like up to a minute trailer that you did for TikTok and for Reels? Because I know that as I've been recommending this out to my students, they like that a lot. That definitely helps to boost the visibility of the launch. And they're definitely like, I'm gonna keep doing that. So I wonder if that's something you've done. And if not, I think it's a pretty fair recommendation to try that out. Like, do everything else that you're doing, because if it ain't broke, don't fix. All right. And let's see. You guys have any questions for me? Yeah, figure that thing out with later. It might just be a glitch. They're usually pretty decent. You can always go through like the Meta Business Suite, of course, right? Can always do that. So yeah, you guys, make sure that you're catching up on my latest videos because they're definitely going to help you to get more people to see your content, right? Like that's the whole point of the visibility series. And I just dropped the link to that down below as well. Let's see. Just waiting to see if I have any questions pop up. No, don't forget there's sometimes a delay. Just checking through my notes. Okay. Okay. Let me just see. All right. So, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me see. All right. Just on my end. Do you guys have any questions? I love all the stuff that you guys are telling me. That makes me really happy. So Lenore, I didn't mean to skip over this comment. It said monthly socials and coaching calls. Okay, so you've got money coming in every month, and I think that that's really important to do because I just think that when you're making more offers more often, you also give people the opportunity to ascend up a value ladder. So like maybe you start with a freebie if you're a coach. Like, I have my don'tbeafakeguru.com website where you go and it's really just an opt-in funnel. So you get like a free guide. It's not just a simple little checklist. It's a free guide, 10 things to do to seem more credible. Whether you're a coach, course creator or not, any kind of business owner, you want to seem like you're a reliable, trustworthy resource, or people aren't going to be likely to follow you or care what you post on social. Because, everybody likes to do things to be nice to people, but at the end of the day, they're going to do what's best for them. So like, what can I get out of this? So they're going to get a freebie, and at least they're going to get on your email list. And if they really are impressed with the quality of the freebie, when you go and make an offer to them, whether it's through an automated email sequence, because they can go longer than 3 to 5 days. And with coaches, you might want to go out to about 30 days. I'm not necessarily saying they get an email every day after the first couple days, but it might be food for thought for my coaches and course creators. But I want you to think about then what's the next step on your value ladder. That should probably be a tripwire offer. So for coaches, that might be a mini course under $50. I have a bunch of mini courses that through the years that I've created. Most of them are evergreen. So I can keep reoffering them to my list as people get off and more people get on. They haven't seen these things before. They don't know that I have these lines of mini courses, like the Funnel Fairy Godmother courses. There's 8 of them. And the Frostin' courses, there's 12 of them. One marketing and sales plan mini course for every month of the year, right? So you have Frostin', and you have funnel fairy godmother. 8 separate little issues that can be real stumbling blocks for entrepreneurs and different ways to overcome them. So, if you don't want to buy a big master jam course from me yet, you don't know, like, and trust me enough yet, you got on my email list, you like the emails, you like getting told about the once a week one-on group coaching calls that I do for free on YouTube. You like to, see what YouTube videos I put up today or whatever, free resources. Okay. So, but then when I make an offer to you for $47 for a funnel fairy godmother course, like I'm going to be launching this week reverse curse, which I haven't put that one out in a while. It's going to be fun. You feel like you're cursed. There's 4 different stumbling blocks that you have with your content marketing that you can overcome, where you don't think you're cursed, and you can get better visibility, but where you're part of the bottleneck and where your content is also. So the reverse curse course is $47. And a lot of people feel safer when they're first putting money into you. They want to feel like they're going one step up and that they're not necessarily jumping up to $497, $997. Will some people do it? Sure, they will, especially if they've accrued enough know, like, and trust with you and your content marketing along the way. Sure, some will, most won't. They not only need more time, but they need like a little something to dip a toe in the water. So like a one-on group coaching thing that they can pay into, whether it's subscription based or not, they can elect from month to month. If it's like under $50, that's a good thing to do. If you feel like that's a lot of work and no, I charge higher and people pay for it, Stacey, that's good. And you can do that. But maybe a mini course, right? That's something that you can put out. That is an evergreen thing, for the love of God, something that you sell for $47 as a coach, course creator, digital kind of offering creator. You don't want to have to put a ton of work into it. So my 20 mini courses through all the years that I've been coaching, they are by and large evergreen. So I can just keep making an offering to my list for at least one of those every month, and I can mix it up. Lenore says, I don't think I've heard your value ladder, so I'm going to do that. And Susie says really quickly, yes, I repurpose and post in stories and reels. I email my list, and then my group gets really good interaction surrounding the kits. It's been a slow burn that's building every month. Yeah, any of my kit-based students, even Onika, found that was a slow burn. But if you just put something out once or twice and then ducked and covered and said, well, I'm not making a ton of money off these, you have to really get that concept to stay top of mind and for people to see. She's not kidding. They come and they go. Cart open, cart close. Or, ooh, she sold out. I better jump in the next time, because that's FOMO. FOMO definitely, or fear of missing out, is the acronym. That's definitely getting leverage on your audience. So, okay, Lenore, the value ladder is where you start with a free offering and then they go one step up to a tripwire offer that's about, it's got to be under $50 to really nowadays be considered a tripwire offer. Like I said, a mini course that is evergreen, maybe spotlights one issue that people would come to you for coaching about, then you would do that. Make sure it's evergreen, for the love of God. I don't want you having to do a million updates on a $47, let's just say mini course. That's not fair to you. And I don't know that I would recommend having a Facebook group with it. I know I've done it, but it becomes a lot of work for $47 and it's a one-off. Most people are happy to get a $47 course or a course under $50. You solve one spotlight problem, then they trust you more. And it was safer for them to spend under $50 with you than jump right up to where the top of your value ladder currently is, which is $497. Oh, Heidi says, oh, good. I need that funnel fairy course. Yeah, you're going to get that email probably tomorrow. And I have to fix that other thing inside the course, Heidi. I'm so sorry, but my tech guy created a video and he said, step by step, this is how you do it. So I'll fix that. And I then will be able to go around in all of my mini courses and fix that one thing that's in all those groups. It's an extra sales page, you guys. So I need to fix that. But so at the top of your value ladder is the most expensive offering that you're going to have. Even products-based businesses can do this. You can be selling a product that, you have your free opt-in or a coupon for products-based people. A coupon's usually your freebie. And then you email them about YouTube videos that you put up, or go watch me on TikTok because you're going to get this type of content that can help you. You can go to Instagram and I put out informative carousels, or I do a live stream there once a week. Go to my Facebook page. I do a demo there once a week for a half an hour, right? Like, make sure that these are all freebies and valuable. That's the bottom of your value ladder. But you need to at some point get someone on your email list so you can start making offers in increasing amounts. So maybe if I were Lenore, I would say, okay, here's my free opt-in. Then my tripwire might be a one-on group coaching thing. Maybe I'm charging $47 for that. But then would I jump all the way to $497 as the top of the value ladder? You could get away with that. But I think that's kind of a short value ladder. Maybe the next thing I would do to be currently at the top of the list, Lenore, is do a $997 course. And don't let that fool you. You can make offers no matter how good or bad you think the global economy is. You're always looking at above average income, upper middle class and above income people. So, they don't care. They can afford what they want when they want. They might not be stupid rich, but hey, there's also people who are. Don't turn them off. So I would make an offering on my $997 course. I might do a big launch, cart open, cart close for it once every business quarter. James Wedmore is an 8-figure success. He does that with Business by Design, right? And then plus there's private invitation emails that you can get from him where he'll still sell Business by Design, maybe quietly in the background, and not do a big full court press launch, but for once a business quarter. But it's not like that's the only time. Renee Christine did the same thing where she had her value ladder, right? So you would come in with her free course series, and then you would get, well, she kind of had a quicker jump up to $997, and now Launch Ugly is like, what, $4,000? And a bunch of people bought on that. But most people aren't going to jump from the bottom of your value ladder to the top. They have to get more know, like, and trust, not only with your free stuff by email and through social, but when you're looking at selling like $497, $997 and higher as a coach course creator, you need to have a bit more of a ladder so that the people who need to kind of experiment and kind of like dip their toes in the water with you paid wise have an opportunity to do it. Does that make sense? Oh, thank you, Heidi. I appreciate that. Bridget says, I'm seeing so many carousel posts from smaller accounts this week. Yeah, because there was an article that went out a couple of weeks ago, and I did mention that maybe like 2 weeks or so ago in the Socialgram Shortcut course group, the Facebook group that goes with it, about 2 lives ago. I talked about how carousel posts are getting more traction. So more people are listening to that. Strike while the iron's hot, folks. And of course, carousel posts do tend to get more engagement than the average feed post. There's more there for people to look at. And so every swipe counts as, every tap or swipe counts as a data point of interaction. So it's going to help that carousel post get bigger. Of course, if they heart it, like it, they comment on it, they @mention people, they go to share it, or they download it as a resource. Those are all separate data points too, right? So totally makes sense why they would tend to, at least right now, get some algorithmic favor. So, and you can put up to 10 items in a carousel right now on Instagram. They don't all have to be static photos or graphics or pictures. You can have up to 60 seconds worth of video in there too. So you can add videos that would otherwise be reels in there. They don't all 10 have to be videos, or all 10 have to be non-videos. You can mix it up however you want. So I know that some people, for a while, when carousels first allowed you to do that, they would get like a 10-minute video in by daisy chaining together like a bunch of, even pre-reels days. They were putting like up to 60 seconds of video in each piece of the carousel, and you ended up having an almost 10-minute video. Like, that was a fun workaround. I've slept since then. I must have missed it. That's okay. You don't miss much, Miss Bridget. So for what you want to do for either of your businesses, the one that's more Darren Bridget's or the one that's more yours, you could definitely use carousels. So like product space people who are launching, say, a 10-piece Valentine's Day collection, you should have 10 spotlight photos of your products, right? And it's kind of like a little mini guide in a carousel. You could, if you are, let's see. So if you're a coach or a course creator or even a services-based person, because one of my friends is one of my earlier clients back in 2017, she catapulted a very successful organizing business, Lisa Zaratni. And so someone like Lisa could put together a little organizing guide, 10 pieces of content, put it as a guide. You get 2,200 characters for the caption that goes with the feed post. It is a carousel. So she could talk about how valuable this guide is. Make sure that you tag people who you think could use this guide. You could, share it, save it, and when it's a resource, people love that sort of stuff. And any business size, small, medium, and large, as of the report that I talked about like 2 weeks ago, they were definitely saying that no matter what your business size, you did get a nice percentage of interaction with carousels. So they're definitely, even now in 2022, still a worthy thing to do. So for people who are like, oh, I can't do reels, but I could totally put together static images in a carousel, they're doing that. Do I think that that's the best thing for you to do? No, I think reels are the best thing for you to do. And on TikTok, you should be using your short form videos on TikTok as well. Let me not stop it. Let me not get a content strike, but let me see how my son is doing. Oh my goodness. His account hasn't even been up for more than a few days. What are we talking about? 4-ish days? He has 755 followers, 7,140 likes. He's only following 15 people back, his girlfriend and a couple of his friends. He's not doing some sort of follow for follow chain, and it's very obvious when you see it. Well, this is hard to see. But in at least one or two of my student groups, I shared it and said, for anybody who thinks, oh, I slept on TikTok too long, it's too late for me to really increase, my awareness, increase my brand awareness, you're wrong. And he has had thousands upon thousands upon thousands of views. It's stupid. So don't sleep on TikTok anymore. Don't sleep on Instagram Reels anymore. Reels is really going to be the most reliable kind of like slam dunkish ways to grow your Instagram as a whole. So, and you can save them as feed posts, so it's not like your feed's going to look stale or naked. Do you guys have any other questions for me? I worked out. I want to hop a shower, but I didn't want to not show up today. And I'm sorry I was like 3-4 minutes late today. It was hard for me to get on today, and I don't know why. The weather isn't particularly bad by me. Again, if you're watching this on the replay, please give this video a thumbs up. It'll push it out in the feed of more of my subscribers on YouTube if you do it. Plus, if you're watching on the replay, #replay, I will give you a thumbs up and a heart. You bothered to tell me that you showed up. I am happy to show up back for you. And if you have any questions on the replay, even about content marketing in general, you can ask it. Usually I'm pretty good to go do a one-day look back and reply to any questions that are put to me. Going once. Oh, thank you for more thumbs up. That does help. Forget my ego. I could give a crap about that. I just know what the algorithm's going to do. All right, don't forget I'm here live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as long as I have good connectivity, each Wednesday. And the plan is for me to do that throughout the year, and I should have pre-edited videos on this channel every week as well. Miss Bridget, mwah. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go hop a shower now. Bye. You're welcome, Miss Lenore. Everybody else.